Am I the asshole? For using weaponized incompetence back on my son to make a point. I am so tired. My son has been messing up all of his chores on purpose. I started to teach him how to cook more complex stuff and other stuff like proper deep cleaning, how to clean the bathroom well, laundry. Think grown-up chores. He messes up. At first I thought he was just having a harder time, so I spent more time on it with him. It was driving me insane because I tried so many ways to teach him and I was getting quite frustrated. I even went to book an appointment to see if he ADHD or something. I cancelled it after I heard him talking with his friend bragging how he got out of his chores by messing them up. I sat him down and talked to him and he denied that, saying he doesn't get it. He went as far as say it wasn't a big deal, he can't do it. So after I have been messing up his stuff on purpose to show how much of an inconvenience it is. For example, forgot to turn on the dryer so he had wet clothes. We got in an argument today thinking I am a huge jerk and that he knows I am doing it on purpose. I told him that is the point and I won't stop until he does his stuff correctly. He won't talk to me and my husband is on his side. Not the asshole, and I actually applaud you for doing this because my mother just dumped my brother's chores on me because he played this crap. Cut to now and he's 23, still living with her, still doesn't properly take care of things. Good parents don't enable their kids' shitty behavior, they teach them how to be independent. If you want to try adding extra incentive for getting chores done to standard, that could also be a great way to positively enforce when he is getting things done. Teenagers can be difficult. Good luck, mama. Not the asshole. He may think you're slacking as a parent, but, in fact, you are teaching him a very valuable lesson as a parent. Don't be an R and learn to be a part of a household with responsibilities. Given your husband's view, maybe your incompetence should extend to him. Either do a subpar job on your responsibilities or abdicate them completely. After all, if your son is allowed to half or no asset at everybody's expense, why cannot you? You don't just have a son problem, you have a husband problem. Not the asshole. Oh man. At first I was skeptical, like you might be the asshole, but once you overheard him bragging about it, and then he denied it, I can't think of a better tool for the job. What I want, though, is an update. I mean, wet clothes is awesome, and I wanna hear what else you come up with. Not the asshole. My parents inspected my chores and I got to redo them if they were not properly done the first time. Learned pretty quick not to mess it up or it would just take longer and longer to fix it. There was an article about how a woman took her husband's car keys because he couldn't figure out how to work a washing machine. If that's too hard, then he shouldn't be driving as it could be dangerous. He shouldn't learn to drive if these basic things are too challenging for him. You're not the asshole, you're just on strike. Not the asshole. He leaves wet laundry in the dryer. Move it into a waterproof bin and continue on with what you're doing. He wants good complex meals? Sorry. You're on your own. He's fucking 15. I was doing way more shit than this at home for myself when I was that age. This is pure laziness. Not the asshole. He is messing things up in purpose and your husband is on his side? I do not get it. He is lazy, manipulative and lying to your face. Why would your husband be okay with that? He needs serious consequences. Stop doing things for him. He can do his laundry and cook for himself from now on. Absolutely not the asshole. You're teaching your son consequences. Now, make sure there are consequences for his lying, as well. Not the asshole, but your husband is the biggest asshole and enabler. Do kids not do their own laundry at 15 anymore? Not the asshole, and I applaud you. He'll come around eventually. Nice one. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You win at parenting. Your husband is sexist if he thinks this is okay. I'd be doing the same for husband. They can both leave the house in wet clothes, have dinners that are undercooked, make sure that pasta is crunchy, forget to grocery shop, especially forget all their favorite foods, etc. That's mind-blowing. I could run my own household at 13. At 15, all I wanted was to move out, stop doing things for the little ingrate. Natar. Not the asshole, he's 15, that's not long until adulthood where nobody is gonna hopefully hold his hand through everything. He need to learn now so a partner doesn't literally have to mother him for the rest of his life. Hell, maybe you should do that to your husband and see if he even know the basics. Not the asshole, your husband is way out of pocket not supporting you on this. Your son is being quite devious and crafty at your expense. You, literally, have no support in your own home. Your husband is here and you should show him these responses. I would hide the remote, put the toilet paper somewhere you only know where, and let them figure it out at the worst possible moment. Buy food everyone hates and let's see if they can function without someone who is doing all the work. SMH. Outrageous. Not the asshole, your husband is. You need to buckle down. Not the asshole. Might I suggest taking away anything he enjoys or loves, like a phone, computer or freedom? He can get privileges back once he learns respect, and can complete a task sufficiently. I would full stop doing anything for him. Not the asshole. You heard him say IT and he lied to your face. Why does your husband think this level of lazy disrespect and outright lying is acceptable? You are not their maid. You shouldn't do anything for him that he won't honestly attempt to do for himself. His phone will have a record of the call you caught him on. 15 is way too old to play these games and old enough for real consequences, like losing his phone, being grounded and losing his internet access. From women everywhere, thank you. Not the asshole, and I am stealing this move. Thank you. The petty is strong in this one. I like it. Don't be washing his clothes or making his lunch. Don't dry your husband's clothes either. Not the asshole. Not the asshole, and do not let him out of chores. I'd keep making him do everything over until he gets it right. Your bigger problem though is your husband. He needs to understand why this is such a problem, especially since the lion's share of cooking, chores, childcare, mental load, emotional labor, etc. falls on women's shoulders, and it's not okay. Not the asshole. And when you're telling me that your husband is on your son's side, the only thing I hear is him volunteering to fix your son's mistakes as he makes them. Stand firm, otherwise your son is going to be a nightmare for a future partner. That shit needs to be nipped in the bud. Speaking of your husband, BTW, he's doing chores too, right? Leading by example as a good male role model. Natar, hope he shapes up. Natar, it's annoying. Yes, that's the point. Natar, thank you, big hugs. I might just go on complete strike. Since so doesn't think it a big deal, he can handle teaching your son cooking, cleaning. Does your husband not believe that you overheard your son's statement? Overcook dinner, use too much cleaner in the bathroom, fix your son's moldy clothes with too much bleach, set numerous alarms for morning and other random times of day, make dinner at 2:30 p, listen to opera loudly in the evening if they don't enjoy it, forget to buy toilet paper. Well, maybe not the last one. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You can make things much harder for him too. Do it. Not the asshole. Your husband is also a kid apparently, so you should teach them both a lesson. It's so important to teach boys how to do chores, so they know it's also their job to do these things in the house, it's not the 19th century anymore. Not the asshole. Your son is setting himself up for hell in the adult world because no roommates, potential partners, or employers are going to tolerate that behavior. I suggest taking a week off. Go visit your family or go do something you've wanted to do. Leave your husband to teach your son. They'll learn fast. Not the asshole. Since your husband is fine with the way he's treating you, then he can clean up after him.